Hi ladies, Weight Loss Wanda, and I'm coming at you today to say that phase one is officially over for me, phase one of the South Beach diet. I'm going to tell you the total amount that I lost, and then I'm going to give you my thoughts on, how phase one was for me and maybe a couple of tricks for making it, or tips for making it easier. There really are no tricks on this thing, it's hard. But okay, so my total loss for phase one was 7 pounds. Woohoo! And much more important than the scale, although the scale is a great way for measuring your progress, also the way things are fitting. This cute little zipped up top did not fit 2 weeks ago. It was too tight. I'm already feeling jeans loose, which is kind of annoying because I don't feel like buying new jeans right now. However, I'm transitioning to my jeggings, or leggings, I guess they're called, that were in the spring too small and were sliding down because my gut was sort of overpowering them. And now I'm bringing, instead of hiking them up, they fit normally. So that's incredible. And also, I'm just moving lighter on my feet. I'm waking up with less baggy eyes. Now, I'm not sure why that is. Does anyone know? I mean, my eyes are like totally a lot less puffy. And another cool thing is that me and my husband decided, because initially not having a glass of wine at night was annoying, then it became super easy and I didn't think twice about it. So we're transitioning to just having wine on the weekends because we feel like, they're just extra calories and, we don't need it during the week. Regardless of what you guys want to do, you can drink wine on phase two, but we just decided that would, that's just our new way forward. And okay, so here are my tips for surviving phase one. The first point is that you really should read about the philosophies of phase one and not just go by printed out food lists. I've harped on this before in other videos, but I'll just say it again. One reason that phase one was so successful for me, and while I feel confident about moving into phase two, is that I cut out those cravings I had for sugar and bad carbs all the time. If you don't find a way to cut out those cravings, the likelihood of you reaching for those foods in a moment of weakness is really high. And now I have no desire to have a sweet at 4 o'clock in the afternoon like I used to. Now, I'm not perfect. I'm not saying that's not going to come in the future. I'm not saying I'm going to totally cut sweets out of my life. I'm just saying that before I was completely controlled by my cravings, and now they are, I'm in charge. My cravings are no longer in charge. So moving into phase two, I'm going to trust myself to make healthy decisions because you're allowed to eat lots of different fruits. You bring in multi-grains and brown breads back, etc. So, so that's my first tip, is make sure you read about the philosophy. Number two is never, ever, ever let yourself get hungry. You've got to be really responsible about your shopping food lists, having foods on hand, to make the meals and also to snack. Snacks are really important in phase one because you, again, never want to be hungry. And if you're super busy and at work, like I worked a ton the last few days, I would pack a little, Ziploc bag full of snacks and treats. And then, well, treats being, like my peanut allotment or some little turkey cheese roll-ups, that kind of thing. I did like pack it with mini cupcakes. It's funny, your definition of treats changes a lot on phase one. And then I also scoped out 2 really healthy delis around where I work so I could have a quick but delicious salad, with like tons of vegetables in it and stuff. So just, you've got to do your homework, think ahead to the next day, how you're going to get through it. Like I was talking in the first few days of phase one, I was thinking about when 4 o'clock rolls around and how I would deal with that. And then I started thinking about how I was going to get through my work days. And so never let yourself get hungry and plan ahead. The next thing is, I think it's a good idea to alert close friends and certainly family members like your partner, maybe even your children, depending on their age, about what you're undertaking, just because it's really helpful to have their support, or at least their acknowledgement that you're going to have to eat a different dinner than they eat. Or like I said, I had to start eating my meals a lot earlier for dinner time, and we moved up our dinner time, which fortunately worked for my husband, but I understand not everybody is going to be supportive of you. In fact, that's very common for a lot of people where your family members, they don't mean to, but they sort of sabotage your efforts, Hey, you don't need to lose the weight. Oh, start next week. Oh, come on, you can have a beer tonight. And it's just, You've got to stay strong in those moments. You're doing this for yourself, okay? You're making a change for you. You are not doing this for your husband. You're not doing this for, that boy at school that you like or college. You're not doing this for the neighbor. You're not doing this for your uncle. Okay, I've made my point, but you get it? It's you. And those people, you need to shut them out if they're not going to be supportive, because there are going to be times when you're going to be sabotaged. That's a very extreme word, but you know what I'm talking about. And you have to stay strong and remember, I'm here with you guys. Trust me, I'm here with you. I had to change a lot of social plans during phase 1. Okay, not a lot, but definitely on 2 occasions where friends were going out and I did not feel strong enough to go out, trust myself to not have, chips, dip, a couple beers. So early on, I just took myself out of those social situations and plowed ahead. And reward yourself, go to the movies, make a delicious, healthy snack, pick up a new top when you've lost the weight, whatever it is. It doesn't even have to be material. Reward yourself with an afternoon at your favorite flea market. But stay strong and block out the sabotagers, okay? Block them out. And the last thing that I want to write down is don't be too hard on yourself about exercise in phase 1. I did get to my Zumba classes. But if you find yourself having a little bit low energy in the beginning, some people sometimes get headaches because they're making such a radical shift with their eating patterns. Don't be too hard on yourself. When phase 2 kicks in and you have a little bit more freedom in your eating, then you can get back to your full exercise schedule. The South Beach does have a book called The South Beach Diet Supercharged, which recommends exercises that fit really well with phase 1, so you can also check that out. But it's not a lot of like super intense cardio. Those are my tips, ladies. I'm feeling really good. I hope you guys are all doing well. That's all I have to say. I'm going to wrap it up there. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.